Oh, I've been talking this whole time on mute. I apologize. Let me repeat what I said. This is your man. This your boy. This is that dude, the Aqua Omega Alpha, Jimmy Savage in the building. Everybody give me a round of applause. Thank you very much. Round of applause. Thank you very much. All right, so tonight we're trying something new. Um, this segment of Savage Calm Entertainment is called the Late Night Savages. So my savages, all them savages out there, you got any topic you want to bring up, anything you want to say, anything you want to get off your chest, this is the night and this is the channel to do so. Holla at your boy. We doing it all. We doing big things. Shout out to my man Steve from the VSOB. Shout out to my man Weezy from the VSOB. You guys are able to come up here too. I believe, uh, I believe it is. Yep, it is right there in the chat. So if you want to come up on the show, we do have a couple of guests that's going to show up a little bit later. And I want to just put out there what this is all about today because I was on, me on YouTube, and I do my thing on YouTube, get everybody all riled up, especially the nice young ladies out there with all that testosterone. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. You gotta love all that testosterone that they use. And tonight's show is Late Night Savages presents What Do Women Really Want from a Man? Who the fuck knows? We're gonna try to find out tonight. We're gonna try to find out tonight. Like I said, the panel is open in the chat. There is the link. Pop your ass up on stage and get this smoke. And we're gonna have no capping tonight. Please, no capping. Must put the disclaimer out. Disclaimer: if you are on our live recordings, enjoying and participating in our wonderful content, you need to know that you are subjective to being on a clip edited by me, the God, Jim Savage, whether it be part of a scene or a scene put together to highlight what was said or what was done on the show. Thank you and subscribe. And do not forget to hit that like button. Please help out that algorithm for your boy. Let us get this fame popping for everyone. So hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this to your channel, not channel. Share this to your Facebook page or wherever else you want to share it to. Share it to everybody. Just put it out there. All right. Also, we're gonna work on it. It's not gonna be set in stone, but we're working on this. And this is another thing that we're trying to work on, and it's the N word. We need to get that out of our vocabulary just for just for all of us. Get rid of that word. And it's hard to get rid of because I'm used to saying it for years. So check me on it. Hit me in the chat. Um, I'm sure I have my buzzer. Where's my buzzer sound? Sure, I have my buzzer sound up here already. And if I say that word, oh, I think I took it out. It's all right. But if I say that word, give me the points. I might just put dollars in a. Every time I say the word, I might just put dollars in the Cash App, and then if it reaches a certain amount, I might just do a prize for whoever catches me the most. Say the N word, that's who gets it, and that's gonna be some shit. Savage, indeed. All right, so I don't really know what exactly because I'm not a female. I don't know exactly what females want. I know they want protection. Well, you know what? I'm not even going to name anything because it is 2022 and we have the slightest. So basically, I did put this up here. Put this up here without the word that made the most sense in this whole situation. I put it on Facebook though. Is what do women really want from a man without being contradictive? Now that's probably going to make it a little hard for you. Yes, it will. But I'm here. I'm here. I'm here for the smoke. I'm here for all of this. You know, I have two ladies that's supposed to be coming up, but you know, it's not even CPT time anymore. It's everybody's time. Nobody's ever on time. Nobody's ever on time for anything, which is okay for right now. For right now, you know, because it is a new night, a new show, and I'm gonna give some leeway out there. But as if you know me, I'm a patient motherfucker. But I want to put up for a minute my cologne commercial while we wait. In a man, every woman wants, every woman needs validation, the scent of a savage. Is that what you need? Validation. That might be one of the things you guys need. If you do need that,
somebody call security.
Say it again for me.
Somebody call security.
Somebody call security because these ladies need validation. Oh, they actually need to be like they need a watch, and yeah, it is what it is. So if you are in the chat, hello everyone. I see LGC out there. All right, LGC in the building. Like I said, the link is in the chat, and whoever wants to come up, come on up. Share this to your page. So I was on Facebook today, and you know, I just wanted to put it out there just to see, because it's a question that really needs to be discussed. It's something that really needs to be discussed. What the hell? Because men are simple. Men are so simple. So just wondering, what the hell do women want from a man? Men know this. My wonderful. Hey, Shayna. Shayna's coming up in the building. What's going on?
Hello.
Hello, how are you? Look at you with the dark background.
I'm gonna get better sound.
It's interrogation time right now. What's going on? Get prepared. Get yourself prepared.
Tina on aisle 7.
You good over there? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. It's just I wanted to come through my headphones and not my phone because you're not loud on my phone.
Oh, do I need to turn my mic up or something? I'm loud in your headphones, but not on the phone.
I'm getting you on my headphones. I'm working on it.
Okay. Do what you gotta do. Got time. We got time.
Good. Because sorry I'm late, by the way.
You know, everybody, like I said in the beginning, everybody's always late.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna argue with you.
Is that what women want from a man? A watch and like a calendar?
I am late a lot of times. Not for work, but for everything else.
All right. How do you get in touch with Big Mouth Carrie? Struggle streaming.
Oh, I see why. It's because I have to do it through this website.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to do it through my phone.
Well, you're on here already, so it should be good. I can hear you. Everything's good. You have your choices on the bottom where you can fix your volume.
Nope, that's audio.
Yeah, you got audio, visual, all that good stuff.
Why did this work? Oh, you know why it worked so well earlier? I was in a different car and you came through that speaker.
True. Oh, you just can't hear me? I need to be a little louder?
Very.
Am I low? Anybody in the chat? Am I low? Can you hear me? Is my microphone low?
Nope. What is
Yeah, you on mute. You okay? So you was on mute for a second.
Yeah, it worked earlier when we tested it, and now it's not so much working.
What's not working?
Oh, got it. You sounded like you were underwater, like far away, but I fixed it. Very good. Can you hear me?
I can hear you very clear.
Okay.
So we're good.
No Carrie?
We're good?
Yeah.
I've been trying to reach her. She's not answering. You know?
Well, I'm a little upset with her. I didn't want to carry this conversation for all women. That's not what I wanted. I wanted her to be here.
Sharina in the building. What's going on, Sharina? Sharina's in the building. What's going on? So she just disappears. Here you go. All right, so I'll just ask you right now, and like I said, anybody who's new coming into the chat, the link is in the chat. You can come up, express your feelings about whatever, talk about whatever. But the topic of the day right now is, what does a woman want from a man? And the key word, Shauna, is without being contradictive.
What do you mean by contradicting?
If you want it, that's what you should want, and it should be it should be in your words, in your actions, and what you have done. So you can't contradict. All right. So asking you, what do you believe a woman wants from a man?
Well, remember, I can't speak for all women. I can only speak for me, because honestly, if you were going to talk about general women, I think a lot of women are crazy.
I actually want to do both. I actually want to see it from both. I want to see like what you see around you, and then I want your own personal opinion.
Okay, so now I think a lot of people, a lot of younger girls, they're chasing money and or dick, and that's it.
So most women want dick and money.
I want to say most women, the younger.
In a general
But when you get older, I think they're kind of grown out of that. But a lot, yeah, they've chased.
I want to know about the older women too. So what do you feel about the older women?
I don't know about them. And not that I'm super young, but I'm also not super old. I don't know about the.
All right, so the question. All right, let's do this.
I'm saying for people around me in the circle that I know.
What do you see? Like, put it all together. Like, what do you see in your life, walking around, what you hear from friends or from a friend's friends? What do you see on TV, social media? What do
you? So I agree with you that most people say things that they want, but they don't actually chase those things. That's not what they. People say. I'm huge on saying people say they want honesty. Most people do not want honesty. They do not.
Seriously.
It's a lie. They're lying. They want somebody to say something that they want to hear, and then just hope that's the truth. But that's not. That's very rarely what honesty is. So I feel like a lot of people I want honesty in a relationship, but that's not what they're asking for at all. They want somebody to make them feel good. And not that your partner shouldn't make you feel good, but that's not necessarily always going to be the case. Like, if you're acting stupid, you can't be like, you're doing so great. Like, no, you're being a fucking retard. Cut your shit. And I'm also big on defend in public and correct in private, right? So, like, if you have a partner, I don't think you should be embarrassing people. That's crazy.
That's beautiful.
I never understood that. Like, how you say you care with somebody, you're just willing to embarrass them publicly.
I hear you on that one. I'm glad you think that way. That's good, because I don't think anybody should be embarrassing anyone in public. That means you have no respect for them, in my opinion.
Especially if I care for you. Like, I'm not. I tell my friends, like, I will support you through anything. And if you were to talk shit about one of my friends, even if about a situation and I knew that you might be right, I'd be like, don't talk to my friend like that.
Right.
You don't know where she's coming from. I'm gonna stick up for my friend, because at the end of the day, I might not agree with her decision, but I can see where she's coming from behind closed doors and be like, bitch, I love you, but you're dumb as fuck.
Let me ask you a question. Say you and your bestie, right, are going out. And y'all both got your clothes on, whatever you got going on. You're trying to dress your best, right?
Okay.
Say your bestie is wearing some shit that you know don't look right, and she's looking a hot fucking mess.
I'm gonna tell her it doesn't look right.
Would you? Yeah. Would you let her go out and look crazy?
No, I would tell her it doesn't look right. When I have a couple friends that are my friends, and we go out, they'll send outfits to be like, "Do these pants look okay?" And we'll text her, be like, "Nah, don't wear those." No.
I can't stand it because I see girls. They're together, right? And they if all of us see it, and that it look like some shit, and they're just going frolicking along with their friends, and everybody smiling. Their friends like, yeah. I'm like, I don't see too many good friends, to be honest with you. When females, I don't see good females being too much of good friends at all.
You know what? I don't even think we should just be attacking females on this. I feel like there's not a lot of people who are good friends. Like, and that doesn't even mean that like specific people can't be good friends, but a lot of people aren't. They're not good friends to everybody. So like, you have a couple people that you're good friends to, and you.
The only reason why I'm saying mostly that the females, because I see a different action in them when they're friends. Like females are able to talk shit about each other and not say it to their face, and then all of a sudden just start smiling in their face. I see it all the time. They let their friends go out and look like ass. They try to be. They always try to be better than them or compete with them.
The frenemy.
Yeah,
those are frenemies.
It's weird to me. I'm like, how is that a real friend?
All right, you're right. It's weird. I honestly can't explain that to you. I know what you're talking about. I absolutely do.
Right.
I am not that person. I'm personally, and also I'm also big on like, I hate when people talk about themselves. Like, I'm not like that, because I don't know not one fake person who's gonna meet you and be like, yo, I'm fake as fuck. Nobody's gonna say that. Okay. So like, sometimes it doesn't matter what you say about yourself. What do the people around you say? So you can ask around. I'm not that person. So
I believe it.
I can't defend it. But I do know exactly what you're talking about.
Definitely.
I've absolutely had people who come across my life that are like that. I see people like that. I'm aware of people like, they're not like on the inner circle, but on like the outer circle, people cross paths. Like, I'm going to see them again. I know that they're like that.
Do you ever see guys doing that? Like, do you see it's like being equal as women?
Equal as women? I don't know if I would say equal as women.
Like the whole behind your back and weird, like the weird shit. Like, how are you friends? Like, how are y'all even friends?
Yes. You guys do weirder shit. Okay, like, all right. So my children's. I was with him for a long 11 years. Okay, do you know how many of his friends and family ended up in my inbox after? That's weird as fuck. That's weird. Why are you talking to me?
That's describing, but at least they waited until after. At least they waited after. See? So now they wait till after. Do you know females that'll be like, yeah, oh yeah, he's corny, I don't like him, and all of a sudden she's trying to mess with him.
Yeah, but I mean, I know dudes who do the same thing. Like, yo, nah, I'd never fuck with that bitch. Like, didn't I just catch you at the drive-thru with her at McDonald's? Don't tell me you don't fuck with her. I seen you. I seen you. What do you mean?
Man, people now these days, man, it's crazy. They do crazy things.
Yeah. So yeah.
Personal question of the day.
You can ask.
Shout out to Arctic App Design Group. Thank you for chiming in. So, big question. What do you personally want in a man?
See, I really wanted Kerry here. I honestly did not want to carry this conversation. So now I feel like I'm going to be on recording for the rest of, like, forever. And I'm still going to know exactly what I'm looking for. That's crazy. No, all right. So, like, I want a connection personally.
What? All right. So let's still go down the list. Connection. What do you mean by connection?
I need somebody I can have like real conversations with. So personally, I'm not looking for a man to take care of me, right? I don't need somebody to buy me stuff. When I go out on dates, I'll pay the first date. Like, I don't need you to buy me things. That's not what I'm looking for from you. I make that very clear. And I know a lot of girls are looking for that. They also expect it. And we get mad at women for that, but men are the one allowing it. Okay. Men are paying for their dinners. Men are buying them things and they're paying their bills.
Do you
So
think you should be paying for the meals or the
dude,
date when you go out?
I'm not saying you shouldn't pay for the date. Okay, it's very nice. That's very nice of you. But if you've gone out on like I don't want to say a certain number and put people out there, but like you can tell if you're only paying for dates. Okay, but some there you're not paying for a future. You're paying for dates. She wants to go to the concert. You're gonna buy the tickets. She's willing to call you for it. And a lot of men will buy girls that way and then get mad that girls only want them for money. Like all you're offering is money. That's what you're offering.
Yeah, true indeed. I agree.
So, same thing. Girls chase money or like good looks. They get mad when they don't get other things. Like that's what you were chasing. Like you said, actions and words don't necessarily mean.
Whoever offers the date should pay for it.
I don't disagree with that.
You know what I'm saying? Like if she wants to go out, like, yeah, I want to go out to that. All right, then. Like if I want to help put in some, if I want to help,
I'm willing to shoot my shot.
Yeah, but I would think that if you were offering a date, then you should, know the place to go to. It should be you like directing the whole thing. Not really directing it, but just like, I want to go here and I'm going to treat you to here, whatever. If you came up with it, you pay. But I would, as a man, I would throw some money in. You know what I mean? Or not.
I don't mind paying for dates. I'll pay for dates. It's honestly, there's times where I've been asked out and I'll pay for that date because there's a lot of, just so you don't ever think I don't owe you another conversation from this point on, bro, because I'm probably not going to talk to you again. And I don't want you to feel like I only went out with you for the dinner because that's not what I'm here for. So I'll pay for this. It was great to meet you. Yeah. But
so all right, so let's go back to this connection.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So what type of connection are you talking about?
So how do you explain a connection, right? I feel like I might not look great right now, but not for nothing, I'm not a bad looking girl, right? So I can get a lot of attention. I don't necessarily need, I can go get laid. That's easy. I need somebody who I can have conversation, not just hey, what did you do today? I went to work. Cool, me too. That's great. But
the connection has to be a conversation.
Yeah, you have conversations about anything. I like feel understood. Okay, I like to feel understood.
Okay, I get it.
A person who can be in a crowded room and still feel alone, right? And I'm an outgoing personality, so I can get along with everybody, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I connect with those people. I can have friendly conversations, but that's what they are. They're friendly surface conversations. I want something deeper than that from my partner. Also, I know you talk about femininity. I feel like I'm fucking Nemo with the femininity. You know what the hell I'm trying to say. Thank you. Yeah. I know you talk about that a lot, right? So in the end of the day, I'm a pretty strong woman when I walk through the streets, go to the store, I go out to eat by myself. I'll go anywhere by myself and I walk around like I own the place, right? Because I walk with a confidence. I am a strong woman and I'm not going to not be a strong woman in my daily life, even when I do have a partner. However, life can be heavy sometimes, right? So when I do find a partner, I want to be able to come back and be like, today was a heavy day and not feel like, damn it, I should not have said that out loud, immediately after saying it, right? So to really feel understood that I do have this strength part of me, but I also have weaknesses just as he will as well. Right. And I'll be understanding those. I am a very understanding person. But so I want that matched.
Okay. So that's the communication. So they to understand you. Communicate to understand you.
Yeah. I need to be understood. So as an example, I'm not gonna one of my exes was not necessarily very liked from my family. Okay. Mostly because of the finance. I worked. My significant other did not.
Right.
And stereotypically not well looked at, right? So, but for me, I explained to him, I was like, listen, I don't need somebody to take care of me. I don't need that. That's not what I need from somebody. Many females, that is what they're looking for, and that's fine. I'm not even hating on them. That's what you want. It's not what I need. That's not what I want. I don't even like not working. I need somebody who that understands me, that I can sit there with and feel at home, right? At one point I had that with my ex that and then we got together very young, and when you grow up, you like either grow together or grow apart, and mostly grow apart.
Well, how do you feel about like getting into a relationship super young?
What do you like?
Do you think you should? Like, all right, so I've been like being in these YouTube streets, right? They have a lot of guys that talk about they're like, if you are gonna, all right, so they go biblically, right? They go by the Bible, and it's always get married. Like, don't date, you just get married. If you vet the right person or stuff like that, blah blah blah, you get married. Like, you get married young, and then you go from there. Instead of dating, you get married. Do you feel? I see your face. To me, all right, put it this way: if I was raised to be a husband, or if life was that easy for me to just get married young and go about my business, blah blah blah, that'd be simple. You know what I mean? That'll be okay. I'll be fine with it. You know what I mean? But that's old. They say that's traditional. Yes, that was traditional for those years back then. Now that time is changing and so much information is quicker, and you have the stats and you see how people move nowadays. So I don't think it would be wise to jump into a marriage, young or old. You know what I'm saying?
So personally, I don't ever want to get married. I don't want to get married. But at one point in my life, I did. I don't know. I do not want to get married. Absolutely not. I'm not saying that I don't want a commitment or a partner. That's different to me. I don't want a marriage, because I feel like marriage also, how you said, holds a lot of people in situations they don't actually want to be in. Right? Not if I was with my ex for 11 years. If I had got married, I'd probably still be married right now, because he would have never signed those papers. It would have never happened. It was like not a mutual breakup. Okay. So like it came a little bit, right? So yeah, you're like stuck. And for like, I don't want to feel stuck. That's why I don't want to feel stuck. And two, I don't want you to feel stuck. Like, I want you here because you want to be here, not because you feel stuck here. Because feel free if I'm not the one, right?
But what was stuck? Like, how do you feel stuck?
So, you just marriage, you still have to like go through all you have to like pay to separate from that person. That's crazy to me. Like, you're literally stuck. And my father's been married 3 times. All right, so I've seen the shit. I'm like, fuck that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. What is that? So like, I've seen the breakup process of being married, and I'm like, it's just not necessary. It's not.
So you think people should just have a long-term relationship for life?
That's what I personally want. I don't think that's for everybody. Like, I'm about to be the maid of honor at my sister's wedding, and I'm super happy for her. That is a dream of hers. They've been there a long time. They deserve this wedding. I'm really happy to be a part of it. And I keep telling, when my parents are like doing things for her for the wedding, I'm like, let them do it. It's the only one they're gonna get. We've made different decisions.
What is that thing you throw in the kitchen when you get married?
Honestly, they keep making jokes that they're gonna do that. Like, I'm not gonna fight somebody for that bouquet. There's girls out there who want that bouquet. All right, they're gonna jump in front of that thing. I don't want it.
What if they just throw it at you?
My sister literally said she was gonna get 2 of them so that she could throw one at me and then peg one at my face. Right. She literally gonna be a backup one just in case.
So your family wants you to get married?
Huh?
Your family wants you to get married?
No, it's not that they want me to get married. We just make jokes about that. I don't want to. They completely understand my reasons, see what I went through, why I feel that way.
I'm confused about it, to be honest with you.
You're confused about why I don't want it?
No, me, like marriage itself. Like,
Gotcha.
because
One of my cousins told me to change my mind. I'm not.
I don't think you would either. Like, and me, I'm like stuck between, you know what I mean? Because, like you said, you see so many people that get married and nobody wants to do the work to stay in it. You know what I mean? Nobody has you have the mental capacity to stay in a long, like.
That's not even, I think commitment doesn't need that piece of paper, right? Like the just like excess of marriage.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. I don't understand. Like, as soon as that paper is signed, then everybody like, oh damn, change their mind. Like everybody be fine for like years on end without the paperwork. But as soon as you get the paperwork, it's like, I don't understand that.
I've seen somebody married for 2 years and the shit they had to go through to get like out of it is just insane to me. Like I said, I was with my ex for 11. Like I didn't have to do those extra steps to get. It's not that I wasn't committed to him for that time. I was. Like I didn't need to sign a piece of paper. And then I learned a lot of lessons about why it's a good idea to not sign a piece of paper, right? Like I said, I was down there calling her up. I don't know if I want that stuff on video forever, but yeah, I don't understand the excess that comes with it.
You get more benefits and more money married. You know what
That's
I mean?
Wonderful. What are you giving up for that? What are you giving up?
I mean, I don't know. Like I would have to find that person that I know I can trust 150%.
Ooh, that's a really good word. Trust.
Yeah. Because automatically it's like I know I know people aren't even capable of mentally staying or being around a situation that they can change or work on. Nobody ever wants to work on anything, or I don't know. Nobody ever wants to take the time to work hard on something for themselves in the future. You know what I mean? So I don't see anybody having that, and there's too many people that picky. All right, let me ask you a question. Like, all right, say there's a person that that's religious, and there's a person that's not religious, right? But they your vibe, everything's all good, but one of them is like, well, I can't fuck with you because of my religion. But your vibe is like way beyond your religion. Do you think that should be like a deal breaker, a religion?
I mean, it can't. That's not a problem for me, right? But like, if somebody didn't want to mess with me because of their religion, yeah, that can be a deal breaker. That's your standard, right? So there should be I watched this video the other day. It said there's a difference between you should have things that like you're willing to adapt morph around, right? That are you can change what your like height, beards or not, right? Like those should be like things that like preferences. Okay, there's a difference between preferences and standards, right? So you should have basic standards, and then you can have preferences. Your preferences can mend pending your standards of being
religion is like a standard.
Religion may be a standard for you, exactly. Mm-hmm.
I get it.
If you go to maybe your religion is a standard that for me that I'm not willing to meet. Like, well, if we get together, I can get with you, but we have to go to my church 4 days a week. I might not be able to that's not a standard I'm gonna meet. It's not gonna happen, right? I don't know. I just threw that out there. I don't know. Like they might be willing to mend, but I'm like, I can't mention that, right? That's not a compromise I can make. So
I can't do it. I know last time I went to church, I started sweating, and I felt so weird, and then I had to go out there and I started throwing up.
So I've gone to church just a couple times. My mother was raised Catholic and like forced to go to church every Sunday, and my father was raised Protestant. My grandfather's a preacher. So my parents didn't, right? My parents didn't make me go to church like that because they wanted me to like figure my own things out because it was forced on them so hard, right? So out of
That's cool.
curiosity, like growing up, I went with like a couple of my friends that were religious just so I could see what it was like. But yeah, it's not great for people that it works for. I think whatever you believe in, if it gets you through the day, that really has nothing to do with me, and I'm not one to tell you that you're wrong. Like, why do I care if you believe in an invisible man in the sky? I don't. If that gets you through the day, by all means, get through your day. Like, I personally, and it's not that I don't believe in a higher power, because I do, purely because there's some things I can't explain. And again, if that gets me through a day, let me get through my day.
Like, let me get through my day, you get through your day. But and I understand how you roll, I understand how I roll, but they never understand how I roll. You know what I mean? It's like, well, I'm not gonna say they. There's certain groups that try to force their religion on you, and everything you do, they look like you're a bad guy because you don't follow their steps or nothing like that. And then they give you that face of shame. And you look at them, well, I don't know what, I look at them like, fuck you. Like fuck you. I know I would, I don't give two shits about, you know what I mean? Like, if you even knew how I feel about my personal religion, you would want to jump onto this side, trust me. But I'm not going to force it on you. You know what I mean? But that's like, to me, I feel like
conversations with people. Right. I like learning what other people believe and how they live. And sometimes, people even say things that are like, what, I never thought about something like that. Like, and I appreciate you bringing that to my attention. Not that you may necessarily agree or anything, but it's cool to learn different things. But there's some people that, they're not educating you or just having conversations by any means. Like, they're shaming you. I don't like that.
That's basically what it is. They're shaming you. I can't say it. I just use it as, a good time. Like, if I see them trying to do that bullshit, I won't get mad. I'll just use it as a game now. Since you trying to play me, I'm gonna fuck with you then. You know what I mean? Because why get mad and get all dramatic and shit like that, and then change the whole narrative of your happiness? I'd rather just have some fun with you now. Since you're trying to play me, I'm gonna have some fun with your brain.
So you become a troll, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I can learn from them while I'm doing it. And I'm doing all types of stuff at the same time. But that's the beauty of it. All right, so we got what? We got connection.
Yep.
That connection. What else? What else are you talking about?
Well, you said the word trust, and I feel like that goes along with connection. Like I said, I want to be able to come home and be like, the world was super heavy today, and not feel like that will A, be used against me, B, I'll be looked at as a weak person, because I'm not a weak person, but I believe I'm allowed to have those weak moments. And I want my significant other to be the person I can have those with, because I can't do it out here. You can't do it there.
Communication, pretty much.
Yeah. Trust to like be yourself. I want to be able to be myself. I feel like a lot of like.
Wait. That's the thing too. What? So we got to dive into that what's yourself stuff, because some people want to be themselves, and sometimes some of the stuff that they are being is detrimental to the next person. But that person's like, oh, I'm used to being this person all the time, free, or this. But to the other person, it's like, that's not gonna roll with me. But I want to compromise.
So okay. I want to be able to be myself. That doesn't mean I don't want to be a better person. I personally want to be a better person every day for myself anyway. You absolutely have to make compromises when you are getting with somebody. I'm not saying that that's not a thing. You do, right? But yeah, I don't want to have to still be like somebody I'm not. I feel like I've been in relationships where I absolutely, to keep things cordial, became somebody I necessarily wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. And that's one thing. That's why I'd rather be single than to try to change my whole self for somebody that, especially somebody that's not going to change themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't follow at all.
Nobody's ever going to change just for somebody else. They have to want to do it for themselves. And again, and I know, and that's not saying that you won't meet a person who does make you change things because you want to be better for them, right? That people do have those people. I'm not saying they don't exist, because I've absolutely seen it, right? I've seen I have plenty of male friends. I've definitely seen some of my male friends. They're dogs. And then they meet that girl, and they make changes. So I'm not saying that's not a thing, but they had to make compromises for that person. But the core of your person, you can change some of your actions, but you're not necessarily going to change the core of your person, right? Once you start lying, you're no longer being yourself.
Right. Once you have to walk on eggshells and lie, you're no longer you've been compromised, to be honest. And you're no longer yourself. So then you got to reevaluate your whole situation because nobody wants to live like that. That's why I'd rather be single. You know what I mean?
Well, and I feel like a lot of people do it. I'm guilty of it too, right? I think most of us are. We try to become the person that our partner wants us to be. That's not who we are, right? So, like, you've never done it in your life, like change some things. You're like, you know what? This is not even who I. Why the fuck am I?
Yeah, wait, hold on. When I was younger, I used to do it because I was young and dumb. But now that I'm older, no, this is me.
I don't do it now. I'm not saying I do it now, but we've all been guilty of it. We've all seen it happen, done it.
Only thing I would change is like the things that wouldn't change me. You know what I'm saying? Like if I would show, like if I'm used to not showing you attention, but you want it, I'll show you more attention. You know, I'll change that. If I'm not an attention seeker or attention giver like that, I'll show you more because that's what you need. Shit that not gonna break me, you know what I'm saying? Shit that I don't feel like I need to walk through eggshells.
Right, yeah. Correct. Okay, yeah. Those are the things you compromise on, and then who you are as a person, you don't.
Little things, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna have to work on, like, it should be easy, to be honest with you. I think everybody should come to the table with just pure, blunt, raw honesty. And then you'll understand whether I should walk forward or should turn around and walk away. You know what I mean? But waste my time, I won't waste yours.
I agree with you, but most people don't actually want that.
No, so why? All right, because this is a big trait that I see from. I'm a guy, you're a woman, so I have to talk like it. I'm going to talk like a guy.
Okay, so, I'm ready.
Why do I hear so much that women want to hear honesty? Women want to hear the truth.
Because I'm so excited
to know what's on your mind and they ask you these damn questions, knowing that you're only looking for a certain answer, and if you say anything else, you're gonna be pissed. Why do they do that?
Listen, I can't really tell you why, okay, but I do know that it's definitely a thing. Okay, I've had this conversation. I was in my living room talking with my friend about how we want honesty because, like, as a person, and I know I'm a woman over here, but I truly do want that, right? My friend's like, yeah, I want honesty. Now we continue on with the conversation. She started talking about the dude that she's been seeing, right? And apparently he said some other girl was attractive. Okay. They got an argument about it. And I was like, for what? And she was like, well, because it hurt my feelings. It made me feel insecure. I was like, all right, well, you can't really hold him responsible for your insecurities because did he say she was more attractive than you? Said no. I said, did you bring up the question on her being attractive? Like the conversation? She's like, well, yeah. I was like, so you say you want honesty, but the minute that man was honest with you, you argued with him. And that doesn't make much sense to me. I was like, so you don't actually want honesty. You just think you do. You wanted him to tell you that girl was not attractive and mean it. But that's not what the truth was.
Right. I
don't think
any... Yeah, go ahead. My bad.
Yeah, so she didn't really want honesty. She said she did, but she really wanted to hear what she wanted to hear and for it to be the truth. But that's rarely what honesty is.
Not even close to what honesty is. To hear what you want to hear, that's never going to happen. Never going to happen.
Yeah, and in that specific situation, I don't think you can hold somebody responsible for your insecurities. I do think like people can cross the line. If he had said, I find her way more attractive than you, no matter who you are, that's going to make you feel some type of way, right? I understand that, especially if you're not like a super confident person already. But that wasn't what was stated. You brought up the fact of her being attractive. He said, yes, she is attractive, period. And then it became a problem.
Right. And it shouldn't be. You should be able. You should be able to say that another person is attractive. That'll be like that'll be
Especially
so
if it's asked
disingenuous.
of you or brought up for you, right?
Yeah,
So
like I don't want. I hate when people bring up questions that will piss you off. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I get pissed off, you're like, "Do you think that girl's cute?" Yes. Why the fuck you think she's cute? Why would you even ask me the question? Like, oh no, yeah,
don't
she's
ask
cute.
questions. Rules. Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
If
Do
they're
not
gonna
ask
ask you a
questions
question,
you don't want the answer
automatically
to.
know that she's cute regardless. That's how I feel. Because
Yeah,
you passed
yeah.
by all these other bitches, but you went right to the cute one and said, "Is she cute?" Yes.
You know
She
what
got a
though?
fat
That also what I see. When we're talking about what do you see? A lot of people, they like to argue. We, as a society, have glorified chaos and toxicity for sure. So like people think that arguing back and forth like that they see that as being like some type of love. I'm like, really, you guys don't even like each other. Like you might have love for each other, but you don't like each other by any means. So like
That's
I
another
don't
thing what I don't understand either. No woman likes other women. So how
I
the
know
hell?
I like
don't
they're
know
very honest, blunt women.
the trust person if they don't even like each other. And they sit there smiling at each other's faces, they give each other compliments, but in their head, like, no, this bitch is ugly. Like, why? Like, I hear it. All my life, I've hung out with a lot of women. And they have the same shit. They say the same shit. They're like, that ugly bitch. Hey, girl. I'm like, yo.
That's
And like,
there
like
are
that's
like that's what people think because there are absolutely men who do the same thing. They're like this fucking dude, but as soon as they're like, "What's up, man?" You're like, "I thought it was this
well,
fucking dude."
I do know people like that because I used to do the same thing. But you know me, I will say it in your face also. You know what I'm saying? I look for the right opportunity, but I will say it in your face also, like, fuck you. Like, I'm like, I can chill with you, but I don't like you.
I think there's a time and a place, and I do know how to behave myself like an adult, right? But I'm not necessarily gonna act like I can be friendly without being your friend. We don't need to sit and like be like, you want to drink? No, I don't give a fuck if you want to drink.
Right. Don't be acting
like I'm not gonna fucking cuss you out in the middle of this party, but like I also have no need to fucking socialize with you either. So I think that there's a difference, but there are men and women who both will be like, fuck this person, and then socialize with them in the same breath. And you're like, what the?
You know, I'm gonna ask you.
I don't know what you're gonna ask me, but I'm waiting for
it. But who does it the most? Who sits there and does it the most?
Differently, because so women, I've experienced people in my life that are like that, right? So like women absolutely do it. But because I have a lot of male friends, I'm like the female that's not their girlfriend, but that they can talk to because I am cool. Right. So like I get another side of some of these that like, and I hear it in them like, wow, bro, what the fuck? Why would you say that? So it's definitely both. Like people,
I know it's both. I definitely know.
But yeah, I get. When you say you do it more, I guess. And I think it's done differently. I don't know.
What do you mean? What do you
I think there's frenemies across the board, right? But like girls, just to like, they're petty and mean to like people aside, and guys try to like show up men instead, right? So like if you're at a party and the girls don't like the girl, they're like rude to her. The guys don't like the guy, they're not necessarily rude to him, but they're like having a conversation and they're trying to be better than that man, right? So like it's done differently. I hear the conversation between those men and I'm like, wow, you're definitely trying to one up this guy, or you're trying to make him look stupid. That's what I see men do a lot. In front of other girls, they try to make the other dude look stupid. And if that makes you look stupid.
That is the competition of the alphas.
Right. And girls do that too. They'll be trying to make their friends look stupid. Again, I don't really think that person actually cares about you because I don't think you should be trying to embarrass nobody in public.
You should.
Not that you
can
care
get-
about. Not that you care about, right? If I don't care about you, I really don't give a fuck if I embarrass you in public. But if I care about you, I care if you're embarrassed in public. I'm not going to do it, and I'm not going to let anybody else do it either.
I hear that. I hear
And
that.
that relationships of all types, friendships and intimate relationships, correct. In private, defend in
All right.
public.
So be honest with me right here.
Mhm.
How do you see men in 2022? What type of men are around? Be honest, be straight up blunt, how you really feel. How do you see men now? Because I'm about to tell you how I see them.
How do I see men now? Okay.
From
I
growing
think
up, and then how they are now. You see
like
a
how
big
I
difference?
saw like men as adults when I was a child versus men now that I'm an adult, what they're like.
Right.
Okay.
Say it.
Well, I'm trying to think if people around.
Where you was.
I think society as a whole is different. I see men both ways. Like I saw not very strong men as a child and very strong men. I see the same thing now. Like I have friends who are very strong men and I have friends that are not very strong men. So I think they've always existed, both sides.
Right.
Weaker men just have more of a presence that we notice now because social media made it so. And
Right.
women are all about, I want to be emotional. So they fucking feed into that shit too. So the internet, I think, brought to light a lot of things that already existed that we just didn't notice, but didn't pay mind to as much. They didn't have as much of a platform.
No, we didn't. Now we do. You can hear a lot of shit now. All you gotta do
Right.
is go on YouTube and be like, motherfucking bitch.
So I think all types of men have always existed. It was just what was on the forefront. Strong, bold men were the only ones that you saw when social media wasn't a thing, because those are the only ones that brought any attention to themselves in public and on stage. Those are the types of men that you saw. Now,
right.
It's
You see
anybody
all
can,
types of things.
anybody.
Whatever you
And then you have
identify
other people who weren't necessarily at the forefront who also are like that and agree. So now they have a group of people who are on the same page as them. So
Right.
yeah, I think they've all
So-
everything.
the way I see. Well, all right. So I'm gonna be. When I was younger, I really didn't even pay attention to what type of man you were. You know what I mean? Like, or not really. What type of man? Like, because I see masculine men who are horrible. You know what I'm saying? They were like men, aggressive men, but they were horrible people. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, and I've never seen. I didn't pay attention enough to them to even know what they were. You know what I
Any
mean? The
attention
only
to
time
themselves.
huh?
The weak men didn't bring any attention to themselves. They were background people for you.
Right. Well, but I didn't even see barely see any strong men either. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't pay attention to them enough to know the difference. I just know that I've seen a couple aggressive dudes that were horrible, and some people people like to talk shit back there. That's about it. You know what I mean? That's it. I've seen everybody just who they are personally. You know what I mean? There was no group of alphas, a group of massive men, or a group of sensitive dudes, and nothing like that. So I've learned about how men act on TV, and when TV started, social media, like Bill Cosby. Like seeing him, that was like how dads are, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
That's the guy we're gonna bring up. What the fuck?
Well, I'm just saying, that's how I grew up, and I didn't know about him.
And then
till later.
if I know he was drugging people, that's
what I'm saying. Social media comes on, and then you start finding, about people, and shit don't come up till later. So that's what I saw. But to me, he wasn't masculine or or like or that type of. He was just a guy that had a home
Right.
with family. He was a father.
Probably.
You know what I'm saying? As a funny father, you know, and we used to imitate his family, all that type of shit, you know. But now that there's social media and all this, like you can see, I don't even know what's real, to be honest with you. But I know a man is supposed to be I don't know, to be honest with you. I just know that as men, we can't be too emotional, too sensitive. We always have to keep the goal in mind, and it's try not to be manipulated. You know what I'm saying?
That
And
is absolutely fair, because I actually say that a lot. You men are taught to like not express any emotion, and I'm not and they still are. They're still taught, and women enforce that. That's why I said when women are like, I want an emotional man. No, they don't. No, they don't. You say that. You say you want an emotional man, but the minute a man shows you any type of emotion, you're like, and then this dude was such a bitch about it. You're like, wow. Apparently that's not what you wanted.
So yeah, women nowadays, they'll even say it in your face. You bitch ass motherfucker. Like,
I don't like that shit either. I don't like calling people out of name. I really don't. Especially names like that. Like I'm not saying that I never got in an argument with my significant other. It wasn't like, you're a fucking asshole. Like I absolutely did call them out of name. But I never would call somebody that I'm in a relationship with a bitch, because not for nothing, what the fuck am I with you for if I think you're a bitch? So, and I don't think that you should be trying to tear down masculinity of somebody that you care about.
But wait, since you said that, somebody you care about. So you think you should tear somebody's masculinity down that you don't care about?
I'm not saying that I've never done that, even in recent history. I definitely have. I got in an argument with a man. And I definitely was calling him a bitch.
I know. I think I was probably there for one.
No. I mean, recently, like.
Oh, recently.
Like a couple of months ago, I got in an argument with a man, and but honestly, at that moment, he was a fucking bitch. He started calling me out of name because he didn't like. He's like, this bitch thinks she's a shit. First of all, I don't think I'm the shit. I know that I am. Okay, don't talk to me like that. And it was literally over him not telling me what the exit number was I needed to take. He was like, just keep going straight, and I'll tell you when you need to get off. People that have been drinking in the car, so I'm like, oh, you're just trying to keep control of this, instead of just telling me the exit number. So it turned into a big thing. And then and it's somebody who's been trying to get my number, not for nothing. Okay. Cause this does come into play in the story for a little while now. He was like, then all of a sudden now I'm a slut. He wouldn't touch me with a 10-foot pole. Da, 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 da. I'm like, bro, he's like, I didn't even want to be in your, yes, you did. Yes, you did. You did want my number. I'm like, you sound like the dude on the sidewalk. He's like, I don't want your number anyway, bitch. Yes, you did. And then, so when it came, and then he got in my face, and I was like, what are you gonna do? Hit me? Hit me then. I was like, you fucking bitch, you won't do it. And I did, because he was being a bitch, and I wish he would have fucking hit me. I won't swing on a man first. I will not. Okay? I feel like that puts you in a compromised position. But if you hit me first, I will swing back.
Let me hold on.
He was a bitch.
I gotta calm down a little bit.
Sorry.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Do you really think that women should be in men's face arguing with men?
I didn't get in his face. I did not get in his face, and I won't do that to you.
Oh, wait. Do you think it matters? If you're
who got who face on who?
You're arguing and
yeah. I feel like I should call my friends that were there into this phone call just to let you know that this dude was wrong. Okay? And I was driving. He got into my face first while I was driving.
Okay.
I pulled the car over. What are you in my face like this for? He was trying to intimidate me.
Okay.
Not for nothing. That was him being a bitch. That was because he didn't have an argument for treating me. He wanted to intimidate me. You're not going to intimidate me either.
That's absolute. But do you really think? Just thinking logically, let's take the emotion out of it. Logically, do you think any woman should be be arguing or reaching to the point where you're calling out people's names and this and that, whatever? A female.
Why just women? He called me out of my name first. He called me out of my name first, remember?
I have to be a bigger person. You have to match his energy.
Yes. Yeah. Again, I said I want to be able to be weak with somebody who I trust, and that is like my significant other that like I have that connection with. But on the street,
but here's the thing: the strongest person is the one who is capable of blinking that out and walking away. That's the strongest person.
I'm not saying that's necessarily wrong in many situations, right? But I also don't feel that like to let somebody feel that they've knocked you down by any means is gonna be either. Listen, my son got in his first fist fight a couple weeks ago. Okay, my son swung first, and he's the sweetest kid in the world. Anybody I tell that story to, huh?
He's a boy, and he fought a boy.
He's a boy, right? He is a boy, but
that's different.
Oh, that's different. First of all, his father said he learned that shit from me. Okay, so
I wouldn't doubt it. A female fighting, I'm trying to fight a man.
I don't try to fight men. All right, so listen. None of my exes I've ever laid my hand on, ever. Okay, because I see plenty of women like that, so I know those girls that you're talking about, the ones that are like arguing, then they start swinging, and the minute that dude's like, bitch, they're like, he hit me. No, I'm not that girl. That's not who I am. Okay, I don't lay hands on men. Okay, I feel like it puts you in a compromising position of what, like, am I gonna be a manly man and like keep my hands to myself and not hit this bitch, or am I gonna show this bitch who the fuck she just hit? All right, I do.
the fuck out.
My mom taught me growing up. She's like, if you want to stand in front of a man and hit him like a man, be prepared to be hit back like a man. So, and I fully live by that. I grew up hearing that, right? So I don't agree with women swinging on men either. I do not. I think that's bullshit.
That's physical abuse, right?
That's physical abuse, correct.
And at the same time, mental abuse.
Mental abuse, I don't agree with either. No, there's plenty of women there who mentally abuse men.
I don't. Mental abuse is more of speaking it.
Yeah, I know what mental abuse is.
I know. So I'm trying to get to a point. So you calling a dude a bitch and you ain't shit. You gonna punch me like pretty much threaten him with your words. You're pretty much punching him in his face with your words.
I said you shouldn't do that to people you care about. I don't care about that dude.
So let me give you a scenario. So you go. So you say you're by yourself.
Okay, wait. Before you say whatever, let me also interject because I think you may agree with this point, okay? First of all, technically, he challenged me first. I do not have a man who would step in front of me right now and be like, yo, don't talk to my girl like that. That'd be one thing if I had a man there to step to. I don't, though. Because really, if you were there as my friend and that dude got in my face, you probably wouldn't let that happen.
You
wouldn't let that happen. Right? So, but like, I didn't have that. So the only person sticking up for me and going to defend me at that point was myself. I had no other options. So that's an unfair.
What did you have to defend, though? What did you really have to defend?
Listen, I don't want to get into everything that they were saying to me. Okay. First of all,
well, you said
saying things to me, and honestly, I leave. Okay, I'm going to tell you, I hurt his masculinity because, all right. So first he started calling me a slut and saying he didn't want to touch me with a 10-foot pole. Listen. I think that's hilarious that a dude who was trying to get my number was trying to say that, and he knows zero people I've ever messed with. Zero. The only person we have in common is a man that I've known for 15 years, and I've never done anything with him. So the only man you know in my life is literally, like, has never had anything sexual with me. So for you to call me a slut, a whore, anything, he's only saying those words thinking that they're going to hurt my feelings as a woman. He was trying to attack me as a woman. Okay. And we know that. I know that I'm not those things. So really, I think that's funny. You know what I said? I said, you know what? I'm not going to say his name. I leaned right into what he said. I was like, you know what, dude? You're right. I am a whore. I'm willing to suck everybody's dick except for yours. Except for yours. He did not like that. Okay. He did not like that.
That's taunting too.
He's but so you think that I should have let him call me out a name and been like, yeah, okay, you're right.
If you if you know who you are, it doesn't matter what anybody calls you.
Which is why I made a joke of it. I just agreed with him. I'm not really sucking everybody's dick but his, but I was telling him he was, yes. Yep.
You didn't even have to say it, like, because you already know he's all riled up. You have to look at the body language too. You got to look at the situation.
I get angry too.
I know, but you got to look at everything in a whole. That
I did.
could have probably been a whole different way. And that's the things you got to see.
Right, if you even talk to me like that, you're absolutely right. It could have went a whole different way.
Listen, the world is full of freedom of speech. People can talk to you any type of way they fucking feel like it.
Yep.
It's your reaction.
And I'm able to respond any way I want to feel.
But I'm saying, so what if he would have punched you in your eye and you fell to the ground? Now you ain't got an eyesight in your left eye because all he said was, "Oh, you might be a certain this and that, whatever." Would you?
Listen, I didn't tell him that. I didn't tell him to saying those things.
Huh?
I didn't tell him to hit me just from saying those things. 1, 2, he was about the same size as.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You don't know what he's capable of. So you sit up there and he calls you all these names.
But I can go toe to toe with a woman and not know what she's capable of either.
Let me explain to you what I think is going down. He starts talking to you, your name, whatever like that, right? Yep. You feel some type of way.
Correct.
So you start going back at him.
Correct.
Right? And like women do, they verbal assault. Like women do, because I don't do that to my significant others or my friends. So if you're trying to, him like saying this to you challenging back is an automatic, okay, now you're trying to challenge. So now it's automatically going back and forth because he's in his emotion, which guys aren't supposed to, because if he wasn't emotional, he wouldn't have called you a name. He wouldn't even he would have walked away from the situation if he wasn't an emotional guy. Right. So those are the people you gotta, if you see an emotional man, that's when you should know you gotta get out of the situation. Emotional men you can't trust.
Right. Because okay. And so I would never date that man. I would never date that man.
No, it's not even about dating though. You're verbally back and forth with a man, knowing physically he can tear you apart.
I don't. That does not matter.
It does matter. All right, I care about you. Your friends care about you, but you're not thinking about it. Your family cares about you, but you're not thinking about the time because nobody's thinking logically. You're like, I'm just gonna go because he's saying some words that I don't like. Say he punched you in your eye. Now you lost half your vision, and for the task with your family, you needed all your vision. Now you're compromising all your future because now you got one damn eye because you responded to a couple of words.
Okay, but you're saying about me verbally attacking him, but I didn't. It was a defense, not an offense. So when you said doing what women do, but that's unfair the way that you said that because I did not attack him as a man prior to being attacked as a woman. It goes both ways. I don't give a shit. It goes both ways.
But here's the thing. You're a female.
Okay.
You are more susceptible to getting hurt physically.
You know what? And maybe if you're picturing somebody like you against me, you're absolutely correct.
Right.
Okay, but that's not the person that was in my face. And not for nothing, a man like you probably wouldn't have felt that he needed to do that to me to a certain.
It wouldn't even been done.
Man that I was dealing with wasn't a man that you are feeling like yourself. It was not that man.
I'm just saying, long story short, that try, I'm not telling you what to do, but can you try not to react to emotional men's bullshit and just be the stronger person?
Okay, listen, I'm not going to promise that because really, most men, I'm actually very respectful to most men, and I don't like to tear down masculinity. Like I just said, I don't think you should do that to people you care about. That man attacked me as a woman prior to me attacking him as a man. Okay, one, his being aggressive towards me was bitchy behavior. Okay,
right.
It was bitchy, bully behavior, and again, I didn't have you next to me to be like, yo, dude, you're a fucking man. You shouldn't be doing that, right? So, because if we're out, right? So if you go out and some girl verbally assaults you, you're going to have something to say back to her. I know you would. And you're not going to tell me otherwise because I know you're going to be like, fuck you, bitch.
Back in the day, yeah. But now, no, I don't have even time for
I
it.
think it would depend because honestly, I didn't think I'd get the way that I was approached. I didn't think that somebody could make me that angry again, but I was wrong. Okay, so I feel like it would depend on how it's presented to you. Now, you would have to be there to stick up for yourself. If me and you went out and some girl tried doing that, I would be able to stick up. Yo, don't talk to him like that. Who are you? But if I'm not with you, you have to stick up for yourself as a person.
I wouldn't have to stick up for myself though. As a female, she's not gonna do shit to me.
That's not necessarily true.
And
She could
this
stab you.
right here is like, it's funny to me. It's gonna be like, all right, cool.
You
And
know?
I'll just walk away from the
And then
situation.
now all of a sudden you're missing a finger
Wow,
because
hey,
you almost needed a woman.
Listen, hey Boogie, jump on a panel. You think I'm capping? She said I'm gonna curse somebody out. So all right, here's the thing. Honestly, I would most likely want to walk away. But knowing how smart I am and how good I am with my words and how I can do it with a smile, I would say some slick shit that would be over her head, but she wouldn't even want to keep going back because she'd be like, huh? You know what I mean? Like,
No, that would depend on who you're dealing with if she didn't want to go back and forth. That would depend. Yes, that would absolutely depend on who you're dealing with. Somebody who wants to start with you like that, they want to argue.
I can't even deny what you're saying because I like confrontation, like a debate thing. I don't like violence. I don't want violence. You know what I mean? If I see it growing into some violent shit, I will stop it and walk away, or be the humble one, be like, you know what, never mind, blah 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 blah. But the battle of wits, I'm all down for it. Like if she thinks that her words and what she's saying can affect me, I'll verbally show her that I'm not gonna call her out her name or anything like that, but I will definitely say something to make her feel like why am I even speaking? Why am I even speaking this way? Okay, here's K Boogie. You have some smoke, K Boog?
Yeah, you're so lying. If a chick says something to you, you're not going to say anything. You are definitely gonna say, bitch, get out my face. Or you're gonna say, go somewhere with that. Don't even play yourself. You'll be like, go somewhere.
All right, so wait. So is that verbally assaulting?
Say it again.
Is that verbally assaulting someone though?
Is it verbally assaulting if you tell them to go somewhere?
Like if she's like, all right, say she's like, fuck you, bitch ass nigga, da. And I'm like, bitch, go somewhere with that shit. You know better than that. Is that me like battling? Is that like a battle?
Yeah, you don't have to say nothing to her. You just said.
I don't.
But you actually did say something. You have to. You have to react.
I don't have to say anything.
But you would. You would say, bitch, go somewhere with yourself. And depending on who you're talking to, is depending on if she's actually going to go somewhere. She can be like, fuck you. Who the fuck you talking to? And it's going to keep going. And you'd be like, bitch, I'm talking to you. You're not going to. Yes, you would.
It would be so limited on what I give back to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if she was going right, I would say, yes, I would speak back. But it wouldn't be to the point where like, fuck you, bitch, you get up my face before I knock da. It'd be like humor to me. It'd be so.
I think it would depend what she's saying to you, and really, you're like 6 foot, whatever. I think it's gonna be hard for somebody to get in your face.
I would laugh, and probably say some witty shit.
Okay, hold on. Didn't Shayna say that she was in the car with the guy though?
Yes, and he was in my face in the car.
What's she gonna do? Open the door and let him out?
No.
And also, just to add to the story, I got off the next exit. I pulled over and I let somebody else drive, and I got in the back seat so I would no longer be next to him. Just for the record. So I did try to remove myself as far as I could from what situation was happening. It did not correct the situation, so I had to approach it differently.
I understand that people.
She did not say that she was in a club and he was acting ratchet.
Listen, K-Boog, you know me both of y'all know me for a long time. And you know that I am totally different from how I used to be. Because you know back in the day, I'm like, bitch, get the fuck out my face. You know what I'm saying?
I think we all grow with people, but in certain situations, anybody can revert.
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Absolutely.
I don't do that no more.
You
don't
definitely
know
don't
each other at
want me
all, but
to.
look at on the same page. Me and him.
That's not cap. There's no cap about that one.
Yeah, it is cap. You'd pick
That's not
We
somebody
both
up.
known you for a long time, and we both agree that you were talented.
Mhm.
So shove it up her ass sideways. And
I would
I
have
don't
fun
think
with
that you would be the one to exit that argument.
You don't think I would be here?
To be the one to exit
What do you
that
mean?
argument? No,
You
I
don't
don't
think
think you'd
I
ever
would
swing on a girl. That's not what I'm saying. But I don't think you're gonna like let some girl call you some name and you be like, okay, and walk away. No, I don't think that you would do that.
It's not I would let because she's capable of doing whatever she wants. What it would be is how I respond. It would be a response of quick wit and a shutdown with verbal skills. That's
Yeah.
I
how
can't see her, but I made the face and she made the sound that went along with my face.
Mhm. Shayna, I'm making the same faces. I just got a lot going on where I'm at. So
Yeah, whatever. Y'all bullshit. You know how I am. You know, I try to use my words wisely, and I don't get into confrontations with people anymore like that. So
I don't usually either.
I know somebody that you would react like that, and that's a female right now. Now, blink twice if you know what I'm talking about. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
no, I won't. I refuse to come out of character.
Oh, I'm gonna put her and me on a plane, and then Shayna, I'm gonna call you up and let you watch how he reacts.
I'll send you my number after this. Make sure I don't miss that.
Put it in the chat. Exactly. There's a chat button right there. Now.
Cool. So since you're up here, K-Bub, what do you want in a man?
Well, she was talking about communication. That's definitely one.
Okay.
A connection is definitely one. Somebody that like
connection. Y'all do these connection things, and yeah, mine's like spaghetti. Everything connects. So where's the connection? I want to.
Oh, okay. Like connection for me is not having to say everything.
Oh, you're reading minds.
Oh, but he can if there's a connection there. He knows exactly what I'm thinking. Where if I look a certain way, he knows not to ask me any dumbass questions. If I look another way, he knows that I want something. Either it's sex or attention or something of that manner.
That's the
there
connection.
are certain looks, so that's a connection.
So he can feel your vibe without you having to say words. That's the connection you're saying?
Yeah, you can use the word vibe. There you go. That works for you. Vibe works.
I'm asking you, motherfucker. Sure shit.
I just said, okay, connection, vibe. You can say.
Okay, vibe and connection. Okay.
What the fuck?
What else?
I like adventures. So yes, be adventurous.
What do you want from a man? You said adventurous.
I like adventures, so yes, be adventurous. I like attention.
What female does not like attention?
I like attention, honestly. I like some space and some attention. Okay. Like, do like be by myself sometimes. I go to the woods. I like to do that shit by myself. Get my time. I hang in my hammock. Like I like my time. And I expect you to have yours. So
right.
I like
attention.
I
like that word too. But when
I can't say that I made it up. I definitely read it somewhere and I was like, that's exactly what I mean.
Let's do some work. T-shirts that say spatential.
I know.
I'm down for that.
I'm down for that too. Spatential. I need some spatential.
I need spatential. Right?
Attention.
I think it's SP and attention.
I'll let you know about the attention.
Yeah, it's SP and spatential.
Yeah, it's SP attention.
Mm-hmm.
So that's connections with vibes. You need some adventures. Communication. So all right, so y'all both pretty much said. Well, she didn't say the adventures.
He's got to
Well,
have some kind of goals.
He's got to have goals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a good one. You should never mess. You should never mess with a man that doesn't have goals. I mean,
Okay,
high, goals, real goals. Now, I want to be a rapper one day, and I'm just gonna write these lyrics until I become one. Like, everybody wants to be a rapper. Some real goals.
Real goals, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I agree. That sounds pretty cool. Pretty cool. What do you think, Shannon?
I don't disagree with her. I agree. I think goals, I think it should be ambition. I think your goals can morph over time. So as long as you have some type of goal, like you might have had a goal to go to school for 2 years, and then while you were in there, you discovered that you want to go for 4, right? Like, so your goal morphs as time goes on. I don't think that that's a bad thing. But she's right. Like, you have to have something that you're working towards.
Ambition to work for goals.
Ambition, yeah. You want to get better. I want to get better as a person. That's all I got to do.
I got a question for both of you. Both older women, I believe. So.
Damn, how old do you think I am?
You're a teenager. So, I don't believe you're in your 20s, are you? I've known you for a long time.
No, I'm in my 30s.
So, have any of you said you wanted something from someone? A man like you, that was like one of your standards, but it wasn't really your standard. It was, I don't know how to explain it.
You have to explain better than that.
I'm gonna say, you know how somebody's like you said, you want honesty, but you don't really want that.
Oh, gotcha. Like, have I said that's what I want and then not actually acted that way?
There you go. Yeah, that.
Yes. But that's where everything was going wrong, right? Because, like I said, like, it wasn't being honest with myself. I said that I didn't want to be treated some type of way, and I was absolutely being treated that way. I did get out of it. Obviously, like I did was like, listen, this is really not what I want, right?
Right.
I've been in multiple situations where I realized that's not what I wanted and changed the course, but I definitely lived it for a minute before I did that. So there was a point in time where technically I was going against what I said I wanted. I had to make the change to actually act upon what I was saying.
I get it. What about you, Kate?
So I did some growth and did end up doing it, but I absolutely have lived it, like you're saying, where I said I wanted it, but I wasn't acting that way.
Right. Like y'all still. I don't think anybody's yet to be used to honesty.
A lot of people are not used to honesty.
I know. A lot of people aren't. So,
I think that everybody wants a degree of honesty and not all honesty.
Do you think people should say, hey, can you give me a degree of honesty and not real honesty?
Well, I think you can ask questions you don't want the actual answer to. Don't ask the question if you don't want the answer. If you don't want to know if that person thinks the girl is attractive, don't say, do you think she's pretty? Just fucking keep that shit in your head. Don't say it out loud because you're going to get an answer that you don't like. And that's what you're asking for that. Right? So don't ask.
Have you ever done that, Shanna?
Asked a question I didn't want the answer to?
Yeah.
No. I've necessarily not heard an answer I wanted to hear. Right? But I personally... Huh? What did I feel when I heard what I didn't want to hear?
Did you get upset?
I took it. I didn't argue. I took it. Okay. Why you put your face like that? I told you when I said I prefer honesty, I do. I'd rather have you hurt my feelings and lie to me. Listen, all right, so a different Cap. What are you talking about? I had an ex who lied to my face, right? I think it's really hard to come to somebody for a lot of people and be like, yo, I fucked up. Right? I fucked up. Sometimes you can't come out of the way and say that. And I can understand that because I'm a pretty understanding person and I get how difficult things can be. right? But
Right.
the minute I give you an opportunity to tell me the truth, hey, ABC, what's up? Now open the door, you can tell me the truth.
Right.
I was in that situation, I was lied to. Okay, so I knew. And I took that lie as the truth because at that time, that person gave me no reason to not believe them. The moment I found out you lied to me was the moment that actually ended it. It wasn't the mistake itself by any means. It wasn't.
Right.
It was the fact that you lied to my face. Because I could have dealt with the mistake. I couldn't deal with it. So I actually prefer to hear things that may hurt my feelings in the moment, because in the long run, it's going to hurt me a lot less.
Right. I can
So
like,
that's
like, you
personal.
said, like you said, I can take, like, even if it hurts me in that second, I can respect you and actually trust you more if you are like someone who's honest and you like, hey, this is the truth. I know it might hurt you, but this is the truth. I can take that. Even if it hurts me at the moment, I can take that because then I'm like, damn, I can't really knock this motherfucker. They being honest. And then I can become like, I can be really cool with a person like that. You know what I mean? That's how I like my people to be. Like, straight up, it is what it is. Because that's me. I'm not. Well, I'm gonna tell you exactly what's up. I'm like, yeah. If you get upset, I'm just like, well, when you get back off your feelings, I'll be here waiting for a conversation. So otherwise, go about yourself. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not. You're not gonna stop me from telling the truth. You gotta respect that shit. Because to be honest with you, I don't want to go try to remember a lie. I don't even want to be seen as a liar because that's nobody will give you information. Nobody can want to work with you. Nobody want to even fuck with you if they know that you're a liar. And I don't need to be a liar. You know what I'm saying? The more honest I am, and if nobody can deal with it, move on. Get about your business. That means you're supposed to be in my life regardless. Because this is the way I roll. With straight up honest bullshit. Not honest bullshit, but you know what I'm saying? Honesty and your bullshit. How about you, K Boogie? Do you ask questions you know you don't want the answer to? Silence.
Oh, she went away. She's gone.
Savage.
She's gone.
K Boogie had to drop out for that one. She had to drop out for that one. I didn't think she could handle that question.
Yeah, so personally, I don't ask questions I don't want the answer to. It doesn't make any sense to me. I also don't think people should ask me questions they don't want the answer to, and both men and women have done that. Right? Don't ask me to answer a question you don't want the answer.
I like to ask questions because I want the information.
Right, because you want the answer.
I want the answer and all that, and I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? Even if it'll hurt, I just want to know. You know what I'm saying? I need to know. That's my whole thing. And then even I'll go to details. Like if I've been cheated on before, plenty of times, right? And if this information I did this, I'm like, so what did y'all do? You know what I'm saying? I want to know. So like, I've never done that with you. So why couldn't you just come up to me and say to do this? You know what I mean? Like that's me. Even though it probably like hurt me at the time, I would still be like, why didn't all you had to do is communicate with me? We could have tried that out. But you didn't, you know what I mean? It just makes me see people like better by knowing details. You know what I mean? I love details.
And sometimes it's not even that I don't want honesty. I feel like a lot of people don't even, because some people don't even know how to give honesty. So you're asking questions that I'm sorry, I'm moving. You're asking questions that you're really not even going to get the answer to. Right? I had to find out the truth from a different venue, and I didn't go looking for it. I didn't go looking for it. It came to me. Right? So also, I'm not a kid anymore. I'm not saying I've never gone through a boyfriend's phone or anything like that, but I'm a grown fucking adult now. I'm not going through your phone. You're not going through mine. Okay, like I don't want, if I gotta look through your phone, like I don't want it. Right? I'm not gonna do that. So that type of shit.
Girls sit there and pretend like they're about to go to sleep just so I can go to sleep and they can go through my phone. I watched the whole scenario get played out just to go through my phone. This is crazy. It's insane. It's insane.
I'm not doing that shit no more. So like, my ex was a cheating situation. I knew who he cheated with too. But when I asked, right, it was not an honest answer. And like, my parents was like, "Did you drive by?" Well, after we broke up, he's like, "Did you drive by my house?" I'm like, "I didn't even drive by your house while we were together. That's how you were able to fuck this bitch." Okay, like, what do you mean? So
Right.
no, I'm not. I don't do pop ups. I don't do uninvited show ups. I don't like that. I know that's because, and again, because I treat people how I want to be treated. Don't pop up on me. All right,
Right.
because I have had issues in the past with somebody who did that to me, and it's like, that shit's not funny. That shit has been glorified by a lot of people. That shit's not cute. Okay, a lot of time it's not a funny situation and it escalates. Don't pop up on me. I'm not gonna do that to you, because once you do things to people, they feel like it's okay to do to you too. That's the same thing with asking questions, right? I'm only gonna ask certain questions to certain people because I'm only gonna let you feel it's okay to ask me certain questions.
Right.
I'm not asking you.
You're controlling your environment. You're controlling your narrative. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna ask because you don't need.
We go to a party. I meet some random girl. I'm not giving her all my personal information, and I'm not asking her for hers. I don't give a fuck about your backstory because you're not getting mine in this conversation. We are not like that. We're not there.
Hey, welcome back, K Boogie.
You know, I had to clock out. I worked so hard.
For you. Oh, my bad. I thought the question was too much for you. My bad.
No, I worked so hard. You know that.
Yeah, oh yeah. You're like Tommy. So have you asked questions you didn't want to you didn't really want the answer to? Do you do that?
Several times.
You like doing that shit?
I don't like the answers, but I do ask questions. I don't want the answer to.
Does you like asking the question?
I want to see. Well, most of the time. Wait. Most of the time, I know the answer. I just want to see if the person's going to lie or not.
Oh.
So I ask the question, and then it bothers me because, hold on, it bothers me because they should have said it in the first place instead of not telling me.
You think people just go around telling their business?
When you're in a relationship, that's what I thought you were talking about. What are we talking about? Just people in the grocery store? What do you mean?
I said asking people questions. I ain't saying about relationship either. Asking people questions that you don't want the answer to. You know you don't want the answer to because you know it's gonna hurt you if you get an answer that you don't want.
Oh, you mean like everybody? No, then I don't do that on the regular. I do it with a person I'm in a relationship with or a family member.
You know what I mean. Come on, let's not play these games here.
No, I mean like a family member or a friend.
Scenario, like the moment they lied, that's when the problem came to me.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
If I ask you the question and you do tell me the truth, that's something that we can have a conversation from there on out about personally. But if you lie to me, that you just completely change everything.
I'm sure about the fact that all right, let's put it on this line. Hey, you think that? Say you feeling a dude. Let's do a relationship. You with a dude, whatever like that, and you're in the club. You pass by all the ugly bitches. You see the cute girl over there, knowing that she's fucking cute, knowing she got a fat ass. You ask your man or your soon-to-be man, whatever it may be, the one you're dating. You think she's cute? And he goes, yeah. And he said, you think she got a fat ass? And he goes, yes. Do you have the right to be mad at that man?
I wouldn't be mad. I would be mad if he said yes, and you need to do some squats and your ass looks like hers. Yes, then I'd be mad.
Ha! What if he said that?
Then I'd be mad because that's not the question. That wasn't the question. You didn't need to answer like that.
But he's being honest though.
That's not the question though. I didn't say should I do some squats to have her ass.
What if he said, you know what? If you should do some squats so your ass can look like that too.
That's not what that's not the question.
No. It doesn't matter if that's not the question. That's something he said. He's being honest. He's telling. Hold up. He's telling you before you ask.
You don't necessarily need to give information that's not necessary to give.
You just said you want it. You said, why couldn't he tell me? Why couldn't he tell me without me asking? Right? Why couldn't he just tell me? And I was like, well, people just tell their business. So now
Yeah.
he's saying you should do squats like that to get your ass like that. That's what you just asked for, right? So why would you get mad? This is something you asked for and you want it, right?
Okay, wait.
So
Okay.
again, do you ask for things that you don't really want?
Just so I'm clear, he's going to answer out of the question. You
No,
already
no.
know me. Then I'm gonna go.
It
Then I'm
doesn't
gonna go
matter.
for
It doesn't
mine.
matter. You asked him a question, he answered that, but he had a thought. He was like, well, I think that if you do squats, your ass will look like that. Why get mad? He's telling you before you ask him. What if you asked him? What if you plan to ask him? How can I get my ass like that? And then he
Okay.
goes, well, if you do
I
some
didn't say
squats,
that.
your ass could look like that. You didn't, but he said it before you asked. Just like you said, you just said you wanted that.
All right, you
A
can't
few
see me,
minutes
but
ago,
I
you
want to
just said that
speak.
to us.
I know you can't see me, but I want to speak now. Okay, ready? If he is to say something like that to me, you know I'm going to him.
So what? What if he doesn't give a fuck if you get mad or have feelings? Instead of being honest with you. And I remember you telling me that you wanted me to express myself and say things.
Hold on,
to
I
you.
can't hear you.
Right or wrong?
For some reason, I can't hear you. Hold on.
That's a lie.
Did you just say she was lying?
Yes, I did say that.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Of course you can.
I can't hear you.
You sure? No, so you can't hear me?
I'll be back.
Hanging up on
That's some bullshit. Magically. Okay, I'll accept it though. That's some bullshit. Now I'm saying nobody can hear nobody when the questions get real.
She's coming
All
back.
right. That's great. Come on back. But do you understand what I'm saying? What I just said? You said, why didn't you say, why couldn't you tell me instead of
I understand
asking?
the scenario that you were given, and
Okay.
that
So
was a good.
I had to flip it to see if you was really telling the truth. So
Right.
he
I was gonna say, if
said,
I asked that question, that'd be different. But I don't think,
but
like I
but
said
he
with
said-
that example of my friend, that guy didn't say, I think she's more attractive than you. I think that's something you
yeah.
could be upset about,
but,
right?
but
Like
if you
adding
ask
that,
but if
and you
ask
could do
that,
squats and have your ass look like that. That's extra that you could be upset about, because not for nothing, you can find somebody beautiful without having to attack mine.
but what if he wasn't even thinking about that until you brought it up? Because you're the one that brought it up. You're the one
And
that
I'm an
said
unfair person
Hold
to
on,
like
hold
have
on.
this.
He wasn't even looking at the girl.
I'm-
She said, "Am I cute?
I'm
Is
trying
she
to
cute?
figure out.
Yep. She's got a fat ass.
I'm-
Yep.
I'm not a good person to have this conversation with, because the only reason I'm gonna get mad about you looking at an ass is that if you don't share it with me, okay? Because like I find women very beautiful, so I got no problem with somebody looking at a woman. That is not by any means an issue for me. So like I feel like this is a bad example for me, because I'll point out the ass. Huh?
Wait, I don't have a problem with him looking
What
at
if
the
he
ass.
said if you do some squats, your ass might look like that too?
No, I don't have a problem with him looking at
Well,
the
and I
ass.
have a great ass.
The extra.
That's
I'm
one.
just saying,
Okay, two.
Let's
Two.
say what if he said
But I don't need somebody to say that. Like, I feel like if you follow up with a comment like that, you're purposely attacking
Yep.
their beauty for whatever reasons. And a lot of the time, it's insecurities. Listen, I think women do it to men too. Okay. So just for the record, I think women absolutely attack men.
Hold on. This is ridiculous.
Wait.
Why in the first place would you ask those two questions? Let's start there. Since y'all going down that route, why would you even ask your man if another woman is cute and have a fat ass?
Okay, well, listen, I wouldn't ask that again. I just said I'd point it
Right.
out.
You just used it as an example. That's why we're
But
answering.
is that playing games?
So women, there are women that do that, but I can't speak for them because I wouldn't do that, right? So like I will point out an ass to you because I'm fine with you looking at it, and honestly, I feel I'm gonna be mad if you see a good one and you don't tell me. I want to see it too. If you're like, damn, you're like, oh, look at this, I want to see. So that's not shit that bothers me. I think that humans are humans, okay? You can look at somebody and see that somebody's attractive, even if you're not attracted to them, okay? Not for nothing. That's why dudes make me so mad, okay? When like they're talking about their friends, like, was he good looking? They're like, I don't know. You don't know if your friend's good looking? Yes, you do. Because if he was an ugly motherfucker, the first thing you're gonna say is like, nah, this ugly motherfucker. Right? That doesn't mean you're attracted to them. Okay. But like a human can tell if another person on a societal level is attractive.
Yep.
So I have no problem with people looking and admiring beauty by any means, because I'm going to do the same thing, right? I'm not going to ever make you feel insecure about it. Like, I'm not going to look at, let's say I'm looking at a man instead of a woman. I'm never going to look at a man and be like, oh, feel your arms and be like, wish your arms were big like his. That's fucking rude as fuck. Like, why would you do that? Like, that's just attacking somebody else's self-esteem for no reason. Like, I would never do that. That's emasculate. I would never do that to somebody I cared about.
I think it shouldn't be a problem if I was like, if I start a whole conversation out of nowhere talking about, oh, you think this guy's attractive? Do you think he has big muscles? I can't get mad if you're like, well, your muscles aren't as big as his. You know what I'm saying? If you work out more, it'd probably be as big. I can't get mad.
Okay, that's stating a fact. Your muscles aren't as big as his, and that's because of a conversation you started, but saying, I wish you were.
No, it's not saying I wish you were. You know, that's you know. But if you had, you know what I mean? You know your muscles aren't as big as his. But if you're like, yours could be that big too. You work out, babe, and stuff like that. And you have every right to say that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm the one who brought up the whole conversation for you to look at to do in the first place.
Now, wait.
I was the one playing games. Me, myself, as a man or a woman, you should not be bringing out or pointing out another person. If you can't handle anything that's said about that person, that somebody else, you should not be bringing up. You should not be bringing up in the first place. So that's why I'm saying it's a game.
I take them out, but if I can't handle
you think they're cute, why would you even ask your person that? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so Cap.
I can't speak for the women that do that.
Cap.
No, I'm just saying in general.
Wait. Cap on the last thing you said, because you know good and well if somebody says your muscles aren't as big, what face are you gonna make?
I'm like, it doesn't matter how big as shit. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, really don't matter.
And then what are you gonna do?
I'm like, nobody can beat me. I'm a god.
Right, and then he acts like that person's stupid for like 5 to 7 minutes. Then
no, I act like you stupid for fucking even thinking that. That's what it would. It would have nothing to do with that person. So you Cap thinking that I'm Cap. No, you're Cap. You actually don't even know me if you capping me thinking that I don't give a fuck about another person because of their muscles and thinking it's stupid. I don't care.
Okay.
I'm me.
Oh, no.
Like, why would I be like, oh, he's stupid? For what? The fuck I look like? I've never done that. It's out your mind. I don't care. I know me. I'm a god. Why need to be worried about another person for? That's super Cap. You trying to cap on some capping capital? That's bullshit. That's straight bullshit. Don't try to make yourself look famous on some cap shit. Because that's far from that. You have never seen me try to make a person feel stupid because you talk about his muscles or something like that.
I didn't say you make him feel stupid.
If you brought up another person and you said, oh, I would say, please, look at me. I'm the shit. That's what I would say. And that person, why would I continue talking about that person or bringing them forward for? That's bullshit and Cap. You want to keep using Cap. I know you just learned the word, you want to keep using it, but Cap. Are you there?
I am.
Okay. Thought you was capping. Oh, Shauna just went out. But yeah, that's a big cap what you just tried to cap on.
Get off it.
You get off it. Like, get off it. Like, oh, really? Here's my shit. You get off it. All right. Tell me to get off. You get off, nigga. Dismiss yourself. All right. Well, damn, it's almost at 2 hours. You know what? I'm gonna say it on this Carrie, I'm very disappointed. All that yakking you do on the fucking Facebook, and you couldn't come up here with your homie Shauna and get this smoke. It's all good. Jim is blinking. All right. I want to thank everybody for coming out and paying attention to the show. This is gonna be what's today? Wednesday? Every Wednesday we're gonna do this one. Every Wednesday it is the late night savages out here, and hopefully we'll have a bigger panel, have people coming up talking, saying whatever they need to say. Like I said, it's an open panel. I will come up with a topic. We'll have one topic, but it doesn't matter. We can go anywhere y'all want to talk about anything. I just put the topic up there so we can start the discussion somewhere. So, like I said, every Wednesday, late night savages, open panel. We can go as long as you feel like it. If it starts getting slow, we're gonna shut it down. But get those views up. Press the like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you like my content and to support, hit that cash app right at the bottom. It's $ Security Strong. I appreciate it. Help your boy out. Get this content even better. Gotta pay the bills somehow. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I am Jim Savage. This is Late Night Savages. Thank you. I appreciate you, Shauna, for coming out. K Boogie for coming out. LGC and graphic design. Y'all in the chat. Thank you for coming out. And we're out of here. Until next time. Oh, don't miss tomorrow's show. Thursday. Every Thursday. Jim at Night. It is the Pursuit of Happiness. That is the title of the show. Pursuit of Happiness. It's going to be a good one, ladies and gentlemen.